next.
Okay, let's have a look now at overall markets and what they're having to deal with. It's just, you got the Fed, you've got the inflation figures, of course, very much dominant, but let's not forget we've got Ukraine still, we've got balloons as well, all causing confusion here. And on top of that, I think you mentioned in your notes that bird flu, a new strain of bird flu, is also something that was one of the geopolitical risks here as well. So it does seem as though we're being attacked on all sides.
The confluence of factors, geopolitically, macroeconomically, I've never experienced, obviously, before, probably not since World War II, have we had these kinds of massive factors. The difference now, gentlemen, is that we are an interglobally dependent world. We have, globally outsourced most of our manufacturing, obviously, to Asia and America, and we rely on them a lot to provide us our pharmaceuticals and everything that we live off of. So when we have a if we have a geopolitical risk, if we have a Ukraine, Russia, with NATO kind of coming in and no longer being proxy, but now we're sending tanks between Germany and the United States, and we're moving. I mean, Joe Biden said himself last year that if the United States sends tanks to Russia or to Ukraine, it's World War III, and now that's what we're doing. So you could have any factor pop off and really create additional economic distress.
So lots to weigh up there, Rebecca, but if we look at this most recent news, the CPI report, would you be making major changes as a result?
I think that it was exactly what I expected. I expected that it was going to be more sticky than the market was stating. Larry Summers, I agreed with his point on Friday on Bloomberg, which was basically saying we're just not taking it seriously enough. The market has really been trying to push the Fed for a faster pivot, and we just don't have the ability to do that right now. People have to remember that, we had a lot of stimulus really since 2008, really low cost of capital, and we have really had a lot of results from that. And it's not going to be, as much as we all felt like, okay, 2023 is here, let's get back to a normal year. We just aren't there with the fundamentals of the economy globally. And so until we get closer to that, we're just going to have to bear through this. And it's horrible. I'm the first to be like, can this just be over? Can I pick my sectors, and can China fully reopen, and can we get GDP back up from the 3% abysmal number they had last year? We need this for the global world, but yet the conditions are not there yet.
All right, Rebecca, thanks very much. Good stream of consciousness there, lots to think about, and we will talk again soon. Rebecca Walser, president of Walser Wealth. And Rish, three of my favorite stories this morning, which we will hopefully have time to get to. Louis Vuitton hiring Pharrell Williams as its menswear designer. And it's not just an alignment, he's actually going to work there. Coffee prices, unfortunately, up. But get this, caviar and Wagyu now on offer at upscale Japan vending machines. Cool. This is Bloomberg.
Coming from Bloomberg Daybreak, more on those figures that we had on CPI, up by 0.5% in January, and higher than expected on an annual basis of 6.4%.
Now your 3-day weather forecast on Bloomberg 1130.
Increasing clouds coming up for tonight. Low temperatures dropping down through the 40s and coming up on Wednesday. It's morning clouds and mostly sunny skies and breezy and mild weather for Wednesday afternoon near 60 at night. Clear weather around 50. Chance of rain developing during Thursday afternoon in the 60s, and rain ending on Friday, breezy and turning cooler later in the day. This is Gary Beth with your 3-day weather forecast on Bloomberg 1130.
This is Tom Keene. I'm Jonathan Farrow.
And I'm Lisa Abramowitz.
Join us tomorrow morning for Bloomberg Surveillance.
Settling a 6-month T-bill at 5%. Kathy Jones joins with Charles Schwab.
And parsing markets' reactions to incoming data, both CPI and retail sales, Jim Bianco Research.
Bloomberg Surveillance starting at 7 a.m. on Bloomberg 1130, the Bloomberg Business app, and BloombergRadio.com.
And watch us on Bloomberg Television Xfinity, channel 1122.
Sometimes it seems the crises just keep coming for children. COVID, war, drought, and famine. They can seem downright relentless. But you know what? So can our response. When helping children unites us, we are a force to be reckoned with. Where there is help, there is hope. It's why UNICEF won't stop, ever. Learn more at unicefusa.org/we won't stop.
Join us in Atlanta on February 28th for Bloomberg's Intelligent Automation Briefing about transformation in a time of uncertainty. During this special evening event, top business and IT executives will gather to explore ways in which intelligent automation can offset economic pressures and help organizations thrive by enhancing operational efficiencies and stakeholder value. This program is proudly sponsored by IBM. Register at BloombergLive.com/automation/radio.
This commercial's just a minute, but sometimes that's all it takes. I'm Frank Calamari, president of Calvary Hospital, a hospital unlike any other. Calvary provides extra special care to people living with very complex medical needs, with cancer, heart, kidney failure, COPD, and other serious illnesses. Loving, compassionate